and viewers of my YouTube channel. I'm going to be using my iPad to make this live video right now. I'm seeing how my iPad works when making my videos in order for me to decide whether or not I like to make the live videos with my cell phone versus live videos with my iPad. I think that I kind of like this setup because I seem to have a bigger screen view and everything. And the setup is all the same on the cell phone and everything. It seems very alright. I'm going to be discussing my target individual experiences that I've been having recently. I'm a target individual along with other things, but I mostly put emphasis on my target individual status or predisposition than others, because my fellow target individuals that I've known for years on Facebook, they make their own videos and stuff, sharing their target individual experiences. And I've been doing it on Facebook for a few years, but decided to come back to YouTube to make videos, but instead of making video game videos, make target individual videos. Today they kept on putting negative thoughts in my head about me getting an infectious disease and dying. They do this kinds of stuff with synthetic telepathy, remote neural monitoring, manipulation, EEG, heterodyning. They put negative thoughts in my head of a black woman looking down on me, and she's saying that I'm not chosen, being a narcissistic dick, or bitch of a black woman. Hi. If you are not a target individual and you are a subscriber of my YouTube channel and you just subscribed because you wanted to look at my video game content or my nature content, you have to look up target individual in order for you to know what I'm talking about and what I'm experiencing, and look up Havana Syndrome, V2K, Voice of God weaponry, psychotronic weaponry, no-touch torture, EEG heterodyning, synthetic telepathy, or remote neural monitoring manipulation. Because I don't think you guys and gals that are subscribed to my YouTube channel are target individuals. No, I do not like Wings Club. Sorry. I didn't watch that when I was little. I watched Grim Adventures of Billy Mandy, Invader Zim, along with anime. I watched more dark and edgy shit. That's what I watched. I also watched Danny Phantom. And I also like Transformers and watched Transformers with my brother. I'm going to try to get more target individuals to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because it doesn't seem that my targeted audience, at least one of them, is actually subscribed and is aware of my YouTube channel. I've been posting my YouTube channel links and everything on Facebook, trying to get some more viewers, and also trying to get younger target individuals, the people who have been target individuals for a long time, to subscribe to my YouTube channel in order for me to tell them how to survive this horrible condition and experience of being a target individual. Because there's not a lot of us target individuals on YouTube. Because there's not a lot of us target individuals that are getting our story heard. Because we've been demoralized and stuff. And some of us just don't know that we're target individuals or don't care that much. I'm also a pagan and a Luciferian, a pagans and Luciferians, along with atheists. You know, I'm not an atheist, but I do sympathize and have some common views with atheists when it comes to religion and politics. Us Luciferians and pagans are demonized, villainized, and demoralized by Christian nationalists, basically what you would call neo-Nazi KKK skinheads who still think black people are inferior because they have the same color of hell for skin, and that's really sick. That somebody would think that somebody is evil because they're black. And black is a beautiful color. A lot of things in nature is black. Obsidian is black. Onyx is black. Marble is black. Solar cells are black. Coal is black. There's black cats. And a lot of other things. And a lot of those things that I just said are black are very healthy and necessary for human survival. Solar cells give you clean solar energy to make electricity with. And then you got shungite, which is a rock from Russia that I use to protect myself from the direct energy weapon frequencies and bad EMF. That's black. Then there is a Himalayan black salt or black salt from China that has a lot of minerals and electrolytes that's good for health, and that's black. And then there's some mushrooms like chaga that are medicinal that is black. I'm just getting very sick and tired that well, thanks. A lot of people like me and my friends like me because I'm not racist or sexist. And also I'm logical. Now I'll give them straightforward answers. The only people that don't like me are people that have beliefs that are hateful and irrational and just want a person that will tell them what they want to hear rather than what is the truth. And when I tell somebody the truth, I don't care if they like me or not, just being frank with you. And I also am an artist, and I don't care if people like my artwork or not either. I'll just post a picture of my art or whatever I'm making, no matter if it's a picture or something I made in Minecraft, or making one of these YouTube videos, because a YouTube video is an art form too. Making any video, doesn't matter what it is, a documentary or a video, game, live stream, anything you do like that is an art form, it's media. That means you're going to get Savannah, but I call myself Vanna as a nickname because it's catchy. You're going to get Savannah or Vanna authentic original content with no BS attached to it. Being a target individual is an extremely difficult thing for me to tell you what it is for you all that aren't target individuals, because the technology that we're being tortured with is very sophisticated. And I think the algorithm on YouTube is making non-target individuals be seeing my YouTube videos than actual target individuals, which that kind of makes me angry that it's not getting the same people that I want to see this. But then again, it might give me a good opportunity to teach non-target individuals what a target individual is and what the technology that we're being tortured with is and how it works. The thing is that I don't want to be considered crazy, lying, or working for a political party in particular by saying things that would challenge people's beliefs about what's real and what's not real and what's possible, especially what's possible for an American citizen to do to another American citizen, because I'm a patriotic American and I know that many of my fellow patriots and Americans have confirmation biases and opinions about what an American citizen is capable of doing when it comes to crime and just being a bad, horrible person in general. That whenever I say that the government's torturing me with mind control technology, they can put voices and thoughts in people's heads, I come across as not only crazy, but I could also come across as un-American, unpatriotic, to somebody that could possibly be a shield or a coon serving a government agenda that is not for the American people. And I've been called all kinds of things for saying all kinds of things that are actually true by stupid people that think that their way is the highway, or that their way is the only way, and it's not, and they think that the way they think is the only thing just to think. And I've been tortured today with direct energy weapons. I couldn't make this video earlier on today, but I woke up on the wrong side of the bed due to being on my period with PMS symptoms. I was having neck pains, back pains, and aches, and feeling fatigue everywhere. Earlier on today, whenever I drank coffee and took medicine for my energy, and that still didn't keep me up all day, it just kept me up most of the day. I was unable to clean my mom's disgusting dog's urine today, and to make sure she goes outside before she could possibly take a leak in the kitchen or the living room. And they kept on pestering me about my emotions and my hormones and me being on a period today and last night. They do this frequently with women who are target individuals. I know some target individuals that are females that get the same special treatment. I also thought to myself that I didn't even want to make a live video today on YouTube because I was afraid I'm going to feel bad. But at least me eating my shrimp of the woods, mushroom, fettuccine, and dessert helped me feel better. I wonder if I can share my video on Facebook while I'm doing it live. I tagged some people on Facebook, and hopefully some of them join in. I have to come over here because my back was hurting due to bad back posture. My bed over here doesn't have good support, and I'm on my period and it's caused me to ache everywhere. I think that maybe I should stand up and make this video, and that will help me. Whenever I make these videos, I get attacked by direct energy weapons. Even though I'm not sure that it's the direct energy weapons right now making me go through pain, and it's probably just my period doing it. It causes me not to be able to sit in a spot for too long where I'll get hurt by the direct energy weapons. And I'm going to be showing you evidence that I am being attacked by a direct energy weapon with a meter that Tara Potter, one of my Facebook friends who I have had disagreements with and haven't been talking to in months, told me to get. I'm also going to get this one right here. My friend Tara Potter, who's a Christian, and I'm a pagan Luciferian, and that's the reason why I disagree with her, because I'm a pagan Luciferian and I'm a Christian, and I follow Thomas Sheridan and Cliff High's YouTube videos, along with Jordan Maxwell stuff. Jordan Maxwell, Cliff High, and Thomas Sheridan all say about the same things about Christianity and who actually made it, which was the Jesuit order in the Knights of Malta, the Order of Malta. One was Zionist Jews, the Khazarian Ashkenazi Jews, and these people don't care about anything, and they're the ones that are making the world a worst place to live in. It's not just neo-Nazis, Nazism doing this. It's Jesuits and Jews, Zionist Jews. They're the same people that are responsible for the creation of Israel and the genocide of Palestinians in Palestine. My friend Tara Potter told me that her friend said that anything over 0.13 microwaves per centimeter squared is too high of microwaves to be exposed to. Anything above 0.13 microwaves per centimeter square is too high. This is what Tara Potter's friend, who is an expert in this, told her, and that is proof that a person's being hit with direct energy weapons. Then I press this button, this max button, to hold for the readings I get. I want to check my neck because my neck hurts me. I don't know why my neck hurts me. I think it might be my period or weather changes because it's fall time that is making me have aches and pains. Hopefully my neck stops hurting tomorrow or the day after tomorrow when my period is gone and when the weather is more stable and it stays the same temperature. But if not, it might be microwaves causing me to feel like this. 0.55. This microwave readings might come from my TV or PlayStation, and that means I don't have a very good control. I need to go over there, turn my head the other way in order for me not to be exposed to too much microwaves from my PlayStation and TV for better control. I'm getting high readings over here, but not as much as I would think that they would be. And it's right at 14 on my head. That's kind of creepy. And I just said 13 many times. None of this is not worthy or to look at because it's not high enough. I just won't even give you readings because I just think that this is my period and the weather makes me feel like this. But I can't use allergy medicine because the allergy medicine that I have in the house makes you feel drowsy and I don't want to get drowsy. Nor sinus medicine either. That means I want to try to do everything I need to do this evening and tonight with some lingering neck pain that I have. And I want to tell you all, you need to go and look up Robert Duncan and Project Soul Catcher and How to Tame a Demon book. And you need to look at his videos on YouTube. Robert Duncan, a CIA scientist, whistleblower. You need to look up William Benny, and then you need to look up Barry Trower. You look up Julian Assange, Edward Snowden, Deborah Tavares from StopTheCrime.net. And I'll read them off. And Karen Mountain Stewart, Kathy Meadows is also another good whistleblower to look at. You look up a document called St. Clair Acqui versus NASA. You look up Alfred Lee Bremont Weber, Harold Kraut's Villa, Mark Passio, David Icke, And you need to look at my playlist on YouTube, which is the one that I made with Alfred Lee Bremont Weber on it. It's called UFO Extraterrestrials TI Alternative Technology Research. It's unlisted. You can look this stuff up. You can look this list of mine up on YouTube. I'm going to position my iPad in such a way that you can see my TV screen. That's too close. Well, I can't really do that right now, I guess. But this is a things you need to look at if you're a target individual or person getting into the UFO and extraterrestrial research. You also need to look at this stuff right here. You need to look up Sabrina Wallace video collection. Sabrina Wallace video collection. You need to look up this Black Magic Unveiled 6 video series. You need to look up the 13 Signs of Astrology Explained. You need to look up Archive Testimony, Disclosure Now, Montauk Testimony, and Penny Bradley Testimony of the Secret Space Program. You look at this stuff too. All the Disclosure Now stuff. You need to look at this. This is about the God of the Bible and how evil he actually is. Yahweh, the true God, question mark. You need to look up this woman, videos, Never Lose Truth, these playlists she's got right here. You look this stuff up. Watch it. You look this one up. All of Never Lose Truth, you should look up all of her stuff. She'll tell you how it is. No bullshit attached. And I'll move down here and show you some other things that you may want to look up. 13 Bloodlines of the Illuminati audiobook playlist. You look up this, Gain Stalking Attention Awareness, Dr. Eric Carlstrom. Dr. Eric Carlstrom. Whistleblowers Interviews, Gang Stalking Attention Awareness. All the gang stalking attention awareness. I'm going to read off some of these whistleblowers. And you look up Brian Crofron, aka Justin Carter, whistleblower. You look up Brian 2. You look at this entire playlist. Now you look at Dr. Josh Hall. Dr. John Hall. John Hall. Dr. John Hall. Then this is Robert Duncan. You look at his stuff. Then you got Karen Stewart. Then you got this stuff. Then you look up.
And then that's also how.
You look up all this stuff. That's Barry Crowder right here talking. Then this is William Bennett.
Gentlemen.
Here's whistleblowers talking about this stuff. Dr. John Hall. Stephen Schellen. All this stuff. And then Richard Lighthouse. You look up Richard Lighthouse. And this guy, Wayne Morin Jr. I'm going to see my brother and my mother got home because the dogs are acting like they're seeing somebody outside. And I can't talk about my target individual experiences when my narcissistic personality disorder mom is home because she's a fucking bitch. And my little brother that works with her is a snitch and just an asshole that don't have no balls. And I don't want them to think I'm crazy by what I'm showing to you and telling you. And they don't know I'm making a YouTube channel and then I make shit on Facebook and talk about shit on Facebook too. Then you look at this person, Dr. Ronnie Kilda. Dr. Ronnie Kilda, right here. I'm going to look up all this stuff. Then Kenneth Peartree. All of this, right? Then you should look up this kind of stuff to help you with get more history lessons, or for you to be better aware of the world. That's just about it. Not too much to show. Then, you my fellow target individuals, you need to get yourself some shungite. I got a shungite pyramid right here on my shielding tech. And you need to start using copper. That grounds to you. And you start wearing shungite. I have a shungite necklace over here that protects you. Then you need to start using neodymium magnets. I'll make one of these one day on YouTube to show you how to make a magnet pendant that protects you from direct energy weapons of bad EMFs. That's what you need to get and to look at. I felt better from getting off my ass a little bit, off my bed and showing you some things. It helped physically and mentally stimulate me. They keep on telling me that I'm going to war with the God of the Bible souls and that it's not right to go to war with people who worship Jehovah Yahweh, when Christianity, if it gets its way, this God gets its way, no matter if it's real or not, Christianity is going to destroy the world. Christianity, it says it in its Bible. In the Bible it says that in order for Christians and the God of the Bible to have their ultimate way with the society, with humanity, they must destroy the world. The book of Revelations in the Bible says that the world must be destroyed and remade in order for human beings to be saved and for heaven to come onto earth. But you don't understand that when that happens and that heaven comes on earth, it's not going to be the same earth anymore, and it's not going to be the same earth in a good way. We're not going to have our free will. We're not going to have freedom. It's going to be a dystopia where everybody's forced to be the same. It's going to be like George Orwell's 1984, where everybody has lost their individuality, uniqueness, and free will agency. That's what's going to happen. I want people to keep their free will. I want them to keep their agency. I want them to keep their uniqueness and individuality. But Christianity, along with other religions, preaches and teaches the opposite, that we need to be all unified and hive mind. We all need to be same. We all need to give our rights up for unity, security, and peace in general. They think that giving up your happiness, even just a little as you actually can have, will cause you to have happiness one day in heaven, or when heaven comes to earth. And I'm not going to wait and deprive myself of happiness just so where I can make it into heaven, or heaven will come to earth one day. That's not how to live. It's like a man being too picky about women that he winds up waiting too long till he's an old man to get a woman. And now many women and most women don't want to be around him because nobody wants to have an old ass 70-year-old man to be their husband who won't even live long enough to see his grandchildren. That's what waiting for heaven is like, is waiting till it's too late, when you're too old to get any happiness that you should have gotten when you were young. That's what that is. And that's what Thomas Sheridan says, that Christians and Gnostics do not believe in making the world a better place, but us pagans, Luciferians do. We use science and technology. We use skills and talents to make the world a better place. That's what we do. We want to make planet Earth heaven. We want to make it a better place. We want to bring utopia to planet Earth by our own actions, and we're not waiting around like incompetent sacks of crap and lazy asses. We're going to pull up our sleeves, we're going to get our tools, and we're going to get down to work. We're going to get her done. That's what being a human is. You have hands, use them. You have legs, use them. You have eyes and ears, use them. And use them to make your life and other people's lives better. And even in the God-forsaken Bible, Jesus Christ said, ye are gods. And ye means we, meaning we are gods. That's what Jesus said. And that's because he's right, we are gods. And he also said that we can do just as much as he can, if even more. Jesus Christ wouldn't want us to sit around on our asses waiting for a utopia that may never come, and like that may never come. Jesus Christ was not just a rabbi, a fucking Jew. He was also a practitioner of Buddhism, and he learned from pagans. That's what happened during that 13 years, that time away, when Jesus Christ was away, traveling the world and stuff. He was getting to know the world and all the faiths of the world and how civilization actually works. It's like the anime Kino's journey about the girl who goes exploring, witnessing different types of towns and cities operating differently and stuff like that. That's what Jesus Christ did. He was an explorer. He was not a fucking Pharisee, a Jewish elite pompous asshole. And Jesus Christ, Gnosticism, says that Jesus wasn't the son of Yahweh Jehovah. He was the son of a female god. A goddess called Sophia, meaning wisdom. Anyways, and that he didn't come to save just us. He mainly came to save Sophia. To save his mother's work, to save the divine feminine. That's what he came to save. He did not come just to save people that don't deserve it and who don't work to do so. Because when he was saving Sophia, the divine feminine wisdom, he was trying to save our ability to care about each other and about what goes on planet Earth and what will go on in the afterlife when we die, which is reincarnation and going up into higher dimensions, what the UFO and extraterrestrial people call the ascension, the new age of Aquarius, transcendence, the transition, going from third dimension to the fourth dimension and the fifth dimension. This is what Patty Broussard talks about, Sergeant Patty Broussard, Tenant from the Silver Legion, Drake Bailey, Gail Lynn, Gail of Gaia, and Carrie Cassidy from Project Camelot and Exopolitics. Alfred Lee Bremont Weber talks about. This is what David Wilcock and Robert Stanley talks about. This is what Sim Jace and Val Valiant 4 extraterrestrials, real life extraterrestrials, they're whistleblowers that talk to them. Talked about this is what that other extraterrestrial that was interviewed at Area 51 by Matilda McElroy, the Area 51 alien interview was talking about. This is the stuff that goes on. That's what Buddha and Jesus and these gods and goddesses have been trying to tell us. I need to go check the phone and see who's calling me real quick. Be right back. Hopefully it's not a distraction, it's my mom. It might be my grandpa. I'm sorry about that, I'm back. There was nobody. And I'm just getting sick and tired of the world being the way it is, because people think that they're not supposed to be making the world a better place, and that they have to have a Messiah, God, or a dictator, or God forbid a president to make everything better for them. This is why I hate MAGA and why I wish I wasn't forced to, and I didn't have to, for complicated reasons, vote for Trump and be a part of the MAGA movement. Because these fucking Christian lunatics and white American lunatics think that Donald Trump was like a Messiah, a savior, and that he was going to take care of all their problems for you. For one, he's a man, just like you, mortal man. Number two, he can only make the promises that he has the resources to fulfill at the time. And he's given resources by our government and corporations. And it's the government and the corporations that run our country, using Donald Trump as a figurehead, a puppet, a pawn. They're the ones that actually run the country, not Donald Trump. Sure, he may sign his little signature on everything, put little dates and shit like that, if not already on the page. That's because Donald Trump is forced to sign things. He doesn't have free will. When you're a president, police officer, military soldier, you sign away some of your constitutional and human rights to be a slave, puppet, pawn to your fellow human beings within your government. And it doesn't matter if it's Republican president or Democrat president. If Kamala Harris became president, she would be in the same position that Donald Trump would be in, except she'll be doing the exact opposite to what he does. Therefore, saying that a woman is incompetent and women would be incompetent leaders and over men, when it comes down to it, it doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man, because they're not the one that fucking control. It's the people that got them elected and put money in their presidential campaign who actually controls the country. Therefore, it doesn't matter how competent or how masculine or strong the president is, no matter if it's a Mr. or Mrs. President. Because you don't have to be fucking competent, you don't have to be strong, you don't have to be too much of anything. All you have to do is just be a good puppet, a good figurehead, do what you're told, write the fucking right stuff for executive orders, write your name down on all the bills, veto or sign all the bills that Congress gives you, say all the right things in the speeches, say what the teleprompter tells you to say, look pretty or handsome for the camera, and just be a fucking puppet and just be a figurehead. Be a state-of-the-art poster woman or man, a grandiose poster woman, poster man, representation symbol of your country and your country's government. That's how you be a great president. That's also how you be a great prime minister. And even dictators are the way they are. You think Adolf Hitler did all that because he hated Jews? No, it's because other people in Germany, especially people that have more experience than him, and people like the Full Society and the Frill Society, hated the Jews and wanted to get rid of them. Some of them want to work with the Jews for world domination and want to use the Zionism against the Jews to get the Jews out of Germany by sending them to Israel. There's even coins of the Star of David and the swastika on the other side of heads and tails, because the Nazis, the Germans, they are one of the major factors in why Israel got formed in the first place. And Adolf Hitler was being manipulated and backstabbed by his second in command, Heinrich Himmler, and his people that he worked with. And Heinrich Himmler, he was more into occult spirituality and religion than he was fighting for Germany. And that's why he was the way he was. Because this is a no-brainer, but I'm going to say it anyways because evidently people are this dumb. Religious people do not make very loyal soldiers. They don't always make very loyal soldiers. When you have a cult mindset, when you have dogma and stuff, you will betray and fucking shit all over your country. commit treason on your country for that religion. Because that religion has taught you that your country is sinful, heretics, and that the world will end if you do not do what it tells you to do, and if you do not sacrifice your religion, your nationality, your nationalism and patriotism for its spiritual and transcendental cause that transcends the politics of mundane material world. That's why religious people do not make good soldiers, especially don't make good second in commands, especially if they're divine right rat bastards. That's the kind of mindset that Heinrich Himmler had. This is the kind of mindset that a lot of Christian and Jewish presidents of the United States of America have, and a lot of religious people have in power. They care more about their religion than they care about their country, their actual country, the actual people they live with that have voted for them and that they get the taxpayer dollar from and make laws for. They care about their religion, their sacred texts, their Bibles, Qurans, Torahs, Talmuds, Buddhist stuff, whatever, than they actually care about their fellow human beings that they have a responsibility to. And we target individuals, we're being persecuted. This is an inquisition by Judeo-Christian Zionist cabal Illuminati. They're not satanic Luciferian Illuminati. They are a Zionist Christian Illuminati doing this to us. Many of my fellow target individuals are pagans, atheists, Satanists, and Luciferians, and they don't know it, and they think they're good Christians when they're not good Christians. They're good pagans that have been brainwashed into thinking that in order to be a good person, you have to be Christian, and all good people are Christians, and that's why they are in denial that they're actually pagans and that they're actually heathens, heretics, and blasphemers of Judaism and Christianity, of Judeo-Christianity, of Zionism. They don't understand who actually runs the world and what they're actually doing. A lot of my fellow friends on Facebook that are target individuals, they have absolutely no clue of what kind of things they're doing, and they don't even look to go up in a dictionary, look up the terms they're using. They don't even know where the word Satan comes from. The word Satan comes from Shaitan, which means enemy in Hebrew. Meaning, if you're an enemy of the Hebrew people, which a lot of people don't know who the fuck the Hebrews actually are. There has been some scientific and genetic testing to show if you're actually Semitic or Hebrew, but science can be limited, and some studies say different things than others. And where humanity has mixed so much, there's so much miscegenation, amalgamation of races, you can't tell where the person got their Hebrew and Semitic roots from. You just can't. Because they're too mixed in. It's like their entire body is a nebulous forest, and you're trying to tell which ancestor, which tree made this other ancestor, this other tree. It's hard to do. Genetics is hazy like that. It's complex, and when you look at it, you sometimes go a little bit crazy because you're trying to figure things out. And it shouldn't matter if you're Hebrew or Semitic. We're all human beings with human rights, and that's why fucking Judaism and Christianity is bullshit. You don't have to be a Hebrew Semitic, chosen one of some damn God to have human rights. Being human is chosen enough for sentient, intelligent beings that are able to decide good from evil. We have free will, and we have intelligence and everything like that. We have everything that we need. But we're being deprived of it, and we deprive each other and ourselves of actually doing and using what we need. Let's use our hands, critical thinking skills, actually observing and being aware of our environment with our eyes and ears. That kind of stuff. And when you cut people open, they bleed the same blood. They bleed the fucking same blood. You have these white people and black people hating each other. Then when they kill each other, they realize they both feel pain and suffering, and the same fucking red shit comes out of them. And I'll be telling you, fuck you KKK neo-Nazi skinheads, Black Panthers skinheads, fuck all your racist bullshit. We're all the same underneath. Talk to you later. Take care and have a good night. Because my family members are home and I can't talk online when they're home. I'm going to end this video. Bye. And I also have other things I need to do too.